Hello everyone and welcome to another MicroStrategy stock planning update video. So MSTR stock, we got a request from a viewer for this stock to go over it, and for good reason. It's been a while since I talked about this stock, and on top of that, it's been making headlines, it's been making some major moves up. So it's about time we talk about it. Plus it also reached our third wave rally area, and it topped out in this area right here. I'm gonna do things a little bit differently in this video, because normally I'll like look at the chart a little bit, make sense of it, and then start the video. Instead, I have not looked at this stock at all today, or when I got the request. I never looked at it, so I'm gonna make sense of it completely fresh right in front of you guys. This way, I feel like this is a better way for me to illustrate or to show how I make sense of the chart instead of doing it ahead of time. And I think this is a really good a better way of doing things. So we'll see how, if I continue to do this or if I just do it this video, but we'll see. And of course, everything in this video is just going to be my own personal opinion, not financial advice. So let's get started. Before I make sense of MSTR, let's go over Bitcoin, because this is, of course, a big correlation for the stock. We all know Bitcoin went up recently. It's time. It wouldn't be unreasonable for this stock, or for this crypto, Bitcoin, to come down and finally start to see a reasonable correction. So far, we did start seeing a little bit of a correction. We came down and we broke. So if you guys were watching yesterday's video, I sold BITU, and I just reopened the new position because I sold yesterday up here. I was like, hey, it looks like Bitcoin is struggling to surpass this resistance line up here. So then I sold all of it here, and then now we're coming back down. We broke into the first line of support, so I did buy more BITU today. I opened the new position, just 70 shares, so that's $2,000 invested. And if it goes up, it goes up. But if it goes down, I'll keep adding another 2,000 as we break new support lines. And that's basically what I'm looking at. But I'm also looking for a reasonable correction in this stock, because right now things are overextended. We just need to see a correction. So does that mean we're going to see a correction in MicroStrategy? Possibly, right? Possibly. We're seeing that right here. But is this enough to consider this a reasonable correction and to start going higher? We're going to look at that in a moment. Besides that, of course, realistically, we have a lot more upside in October if we're trying to reach like the average bullish price of other Octobers. Things are looking pretty good for Bitcoin on that stance. Something else we want to look at is, of course, any headlines. So what are the headlines for for Mara? Not Mara, MicroStrategy. Shoot, I'm so used to saying Mara all the time. Top one cryptocurrency to buy before source 20,000. It's probably like, what is this? This is something. They're talking about Bitcoin. They're talking about MSTR. That's a crazy. For Bitcoin, it rallied 20,000% from here. Are they talking about like far into the future? Because I know MicroStrategy, what's his name, Michael Saylor, says he wants Bitcoin to go up like, I don't know what it was, like 8 or 9 million or something like that, around 8 million or something like that. So is that 20,000% from here? I'm not sure. Yeah, this is like further ahead into the future. Oh, here we go. 13 million by 2045. That's what it is. Okay. So there's a lot of bullish, a lot of confidence in the stock from the owner, and for Bitcoin as well. So that's good for the stock as well. MicroStrategy infinite money glitch, better Bitcoin stock, MicroStrategy or Marathon Digital. I do want to say this real quick though. I'm not going to click on the link, but yeah, if you are solely just buying these companies for Bitcoin exposure, you're better off with MicroStrategy. That's a better Bitcoin exposure path. But if you're invested in Marathon Digital, you're more invested into the actual mining operations that have a lot of different factors into it. I personally believe MicroStrategy is a better solely Bitcoin investment than Marathon Digital. At least right now it is, in my opinion. But Bitcoin surged past MicroStrategy and other stocks like Bitcoin on steroids. Why is MSTR stock trading at a 2.7 premium? It is a little bit overextended, or is it? I don't know. We're gonna find out in a moment. I bought MicroStrategy stock for no real reason. Okay, nothing crazy. Here, let's look at Bitcoin. A lot of the major news was like it's going up a lot, and they're looking for big gains in the future. They really believe in Bitcoin. Let's see what else we got here. Nothing too crazy. 1.2 trillion question. 4 reasons Elon Musk Tesla may have moved. That's actually interesting. I want to take a look at this real quick. Pushes closer to its record. Yeah, there's a lot of like FOMO stuff. There's a lot of headlines. Like I feel like a lot of the major, more like crazy headlines have passed. Like, have already been said, and now I feel like the momentum and headlines are kind of like going down. So it might be like maybe a lot of the hype is already factored in. Maybe there's gonna be some selling going on. I'm not sure. Traders spooked. Compliance or internal audits. Wallet management. I mean, I don't understand wallet management. Yeah, I don't. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well. I mean, yeah. All right. That's their opinion. I don't have too much of a opinion on that myself. Nothing too crazy. So I feel like a lot of the majority of like that positive crazy stuff has happened already. So maybe that's why we're seeing a correction now. But again, let's look at Bitcoin one more time. We had this resistance area which overlaps the descending triangle pattern resistance right up here, and we did make a new higher high. I haven't labeled it yet, but we made a new higher high. We're starting to see a correction. I bought into BIT one more time. Again, new position because we broke that first level right here. If we break below this, if we break below the 0.35, I'll probably add again. Maybe not 2,000 at a time, but maybe 1,000, and then another 2,000 down here, and then 2,000 here, and stuff like that. But yeah, we're seeing it. If we go down from here and we surpass this, of course, that's going to be a lower high. So that's an indication of further down prices. But we just need to give it more time. We need to give that a little bit more time. When it comes to this, of course, okay. I haven't looked at this in a while. And like all of these fib areas have been here for months. But of course, we were tracking this. We didn't break down below the 2. Instead, we kept pushing up higher, surpassing the 1. This is our third wave move up. Hold on. The market is open right now as I'm recording this. Ooh, there's some yeah, there's some stuff happening in the news right now. Ooh, it's currently depending on your time, but for me it's 9:57. So yeah, there's some crazy stuff happening in the news right now. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see this dramatically change by the time I finish this video, or for this number to dramatically change too. Like there's some stuff happening, some foreign tensions. Yeah, guys, I'm all over the place because again, I'm doing this all like while recording, so this video is gonna be a little bit differently. All right, so we did reach this resistance area, and now we're starting to fall down. So what does that mean? We're gonna clean things up a little bit. Like I don't need this anymore. We're gonna try to figure out potentially where the fourth wave can be, although we don't have enough price action, especially on the 4-hour candles. We'll look at some others to indicate a possible fourth wave area, but I'm still gonna put one there, and of course it's not gonna be super solid because I most likely will change it. But I'm gonna try to do an update on this stock again, maybe over the weekend, so you can see what happens tomorrow and stuff like that. And then of course this fifth wave estimate is still very conservative in my opinion. I think I said that last time, because this is just an extension from the start of the first wave, which I think is somewhere around here, up to the third wave, down to the fourth wave, if I'm correct. We got this area. That's a little too conservative in my opinion. So I might do a secondary on that during this video. But yeah, we reached this area. So what are we looking for? We're looking for if we're still going to push up higher and extend this, or if we are starting the fourth wave. So here's what I have to say about that. Let me see what the 1 hour looks like real quick. We'll just do the 1 hour for now, because I'm going to use it in a little bit. Technically speaking, yes, we did break this. There's like a support like this. We did break below this, but we quickly came back up, and we're respecting it. We haven't really been, we haven't broke it through it significantly enough. We quickly bounced back up, so that's something to keep an eye on. And of course we're still in an uptrend, because even though we had this quick wick down, it's not below this, we're still in an uptrend. So there's still some bullish momentum here. Very quickly, RSI came back down to fair value, and previously, like this dip, this dip, this dip, it's all been fair value, mostly kind of the same area we're in now, before the price started going up higher. So this is that can be a little confusing, because it's like, well, this is just an indicator as well. If you're just focusing on this fib extension and like we have to start a fourth wave now, we just have to, because it looks like we topped out somewhere in this area right here. No, this is just an indicator. It does not tell you what's going to do. It's just something that gives you a good idea. It kind of helps you stay in the path of what's important to look at. But now we're respecting the support, and those RSI, see around the 40.5 area on the RSI, we can find support. It happened 4 times in the past. It happened here, 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 and it could potentially happen once again here. And then with that being said, well, let's take a look at a few different retracement areas to try to make sense of things, right? And then we'll see how that can overlap with a potential. So we're going to make these a different color. We'll just make these, we'll leave it like that for now. I'm going to have to make a few. So we have, oh wait, you know what? I think it's more fair if I do more on the extreme side. It's about the same. I'll do the extreme side. So I'll do from the start of the third wave all the way up to the current top of the third wave. It looks like this. All right, now within this area, what else can we do? We can look at different structures. So was this, from this swing low to this swing high, was that a reasonable correction? Yeah, that was definitely a reasonable correction. So if you guys can look, so again, I'm just making sense of all of this, so I'm a little all over the place right now. So it looks like this correction came down, bounced off the 0.5, basically bounced off the 0.5, and then it started rallying higher. So this is very much a valid correction, very, very valid. From this swing to this swing, very fine. This is okay. I'm not too worried about that one. Now let's take a look at the previous swing. So from here to here, this one definitely surpassed below the 0.61, the whole structure down. One thing I find interesting though is it did basically touch like just about there, the 0.35. So that I'm not, it didn't hit minimum requirements unless it depends on what you guys are looking for, because I'm doing the extreme end. So from all the way down here, if you're more interested in this, then yeah, minimum requirements were met. If you're just interested in this. But my wave count started from down here, so I'm going to be on the more extreme side, which is basically still there. It basically touched the 0.35. Now this has been a little bit hopeful, because it's super shallow. Even if you're looking at it from right here, it's super shallow. So I'm not going to take that too seriously, especially sense if you're considering a three-wave move like an ABC, so like A, and that's not even, that doesn't really work either. That doesn't actually work either, because if you're looking at an corrective three-wave move, so it will look something like this, where you have an A, B, C, but this candle, and this is just the 1 hour too, like this candle broke up higher before coming down. We don't even have a 2 candle move where it goes up higher, candle opens up somewhere around here, and then comes down and breaks below this wick. See, that's a little bit too, I'm not gonna say that, I don't think misleading is the correct word. So let me make sense of this a different way. See, because I don't like that. I don't like that whatsoever. I want to see this retrace actually, because I would do this. Not this, not this, but not this, but I would do this, where I would go ahead and go from there to here to here. I'll leave it there for now, but this isn't very good. This isn't very good because, again, we don't even have a proper structure for this. Like if you are considering, I mean, I guess you could. Okay, so this isn't good whatsoever, because if you're doing it from here to here, this is the same wick. This is one. This isn't very reliable whatsoever. So what I'm gonna end up doing instead, and I feel like this is actually gonna be a little bit better not to. Where are my? Here, let's just delete it. Oh, it's right here. So I feel like this is gonna be better. So here, this way we can at least have a different wick to look at. I don't know why. Oh, I'm extending it because, okay, yeah. Jeez, I also just woke up. You know who you are. If you're watching this, I told you I was gonna make this like around midnight and upload it, and instead I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it now. So you know who you are. When I messaged you on YouTube, replied to you, I just woke up. I'm just doing this now. So, yeah, this makes more sense to me. I'm explaining to you why. From right here, of course, swing high. That's a given, and then down to this wick. Because if I do this, if I make this fib area down here, from this wick down here, it gives me a chance to use a different candle, so this candle, to then top it out and have the first, second, and third point on and then the third point will be on a different candle than the second point, and that's more what I'm looking for. The only thing though is that this is a very like tight, not very like aggressive, very significant, like somewhat of a correction in a way. Well, you know what? Let's take a look at it. I'm not gonna jump into conclusions. So if we were to take, I need to change the color because I'm being disoriented myself from this. So if we were to take the swing high, actually, what is this? Oh, okay. There was a gap when the market opened, closing candle, open. Okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna worry about that. From this to this, because, wait, no, I went lower, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So from here to here, because this was an aggressive move up suddenly before dropping back down, and then eventually coming back up. Hold on, some news updates. You guys already know. If by the time I upload this, it's probably like 2 hours before. This is gonna be a long video. Oh my gosh, dude, this is gonna be a really long upload time. Okay. So I'm gonna try to make this quick, actually. So this is why I want to live stream, so I can do this and not worry about having to upload and it takes forever to render and stuff like that. Because I'm currently doing this on a MacBook Air, because I still need to buy my desktop. Either way, yeah. So from here to here, wick up was minimum requirements. It did break past that 0.35. So technically speaking, although it's not the best. It's not the best. I'm gonna leave this here. It's not the best. I'm not gonna take this super seriously, but this is actually a reasonable support area, which again overlaps. And this is how crazy Fibonacci. This is why it's so crazy that Fib area. I like them so much because they just happen to just work. They just happen to work with each other so well. So look, this support area for the extension overlaps the premium section of the retracement fib. Like this is what I find interesting about this stuff. Like it all kind of for some reason overlaps, and then they also overlap with like support and resistance right here. So this resistance acts as support. That's where the median of this is, and then next thing you know, we close out this, and then it's acting as a support. The top of it is acting as a support. It's overlapping here. It's just kind of crazy how this works. Here's what I do have to say though. My final thoughts on this stock as of right now. And again, I'm gonna actually do another video on this stock on the weekend, because there's not enough for me to want to do anything here just yet, because I want to see if this support's gonna hold. Because yeah, we bounced up from here. Like we basically are about using this as a resistance, and you know what? That's completely valid, because after seeing 18% drop. After seeing an 18% drop on a stock that's in such a bullish position right now, it's such a bullish position, you know. So it'll be weird. I'm not comfortable saying it's a good time to short this stock. In my opinion, it's not a good time to short it, because there's a mix of bullish and bearish. So what I'm gonna do, when I'm personally thinking, and you know what, I might even take a position on this stock too. Not today, maybe not tomorrow. You know what, if something happens with the stock tomorrow that makes me want to take a position, I'm gonna update you guys on the Discord server. So it's a free Discord join, and I might update you guys on there if I take a position. But here's why. There's enough support right now where I wouldn't be surprised if we see the stock at a minimum come up higher, and it can easily like find resistance somewhere between the 0.5 and the 0.618, kind of like it did here, right here. Yeah, right there, right here. There you go. And then eventually we can see it come back down and then find support once again somewhere here, or just in the same area, before shooting up higher. That's completely valid. It can even do something like where it comes down here, up here, finds resistance here again, and then comes down. So the reason, oh shoot, now I gotta like delete all this. Yeah, that's the reason I'm not confident with taking a position just yet, because I feel like there's probably a faster way of doing this. It's alright. I'll just do it like this. I'm almost done either way. So the reason is because we can easily see the price rally up, and it can rally completely, make a new high from this swing high. But at the same time, it can just rally up to here, if it rallies at all, and then get rejected. It can easily be rejected at any point, because when a price moves down like this, just like right here, it can have a quick push up before it coming back down. Every price action has to have a correction before it can continue. This is a way for the market to form liquidity. It's a way for it to strengthen its pattern. So if we are going to see lower prices, yeah, we can easily just see lower, like today, or tomorrow, or starting next week. We just can stay flat till like Monday next week, and then just be bam, and then fall down. That's completely possible. Because technically speaking as well, from this smaller structure right here, so we came up, that's a correction from this move up here to this move down here. That's a correction, perfect correction. And then it came up here. Now from up here to down here, it came back up. It's an aggressive correction, so we can easily see the price come back down. We can easily see the price come down here tomorrow, and then bounce up, find resistance here to come down. Or we can easily see the price continue down, or you can just shoot up. See, there's no clear evidence of what the price is going to do. but we do have clear evidence that if it falls back down further, great. We're not into the stock just yet. If it goes down, great. We have an opportunity to buy at a good support area, right? Good support area. If the price goes back up, then we can potentially look for either a shorting opportunity or opportunity to just keep an eye on the stock for it to form resistance and then see if the resistance is going to hold. So we can either find an opportunity to buy down here, or if it comes back up here, possible short opportunity, or if it comes up here, but the RSI and the candles themselves and volume is indicating that, well, it's not going to be a resistance, and instead we're actually just going to break past this resistance area and we're going to go up higher. I don't know. We will see, because we do have and I'm going to leave this one drawn out so I won't forget in case. So from this wick to this wick down here. So from here, let me extend this. So from this wick to this wick, there's some value right here. There's an imbalance that I'm going to be keeping an eye on. So that can act as a magnet as well. So guys, I guess my final thoughts, and I'm going to keep you guys updated. Maybe tomorrow on the Discord, I'll update you guys on something for the stock. If not, I'll update you guys on the stock over the weekend. And then I'm going to make another video again sometime next week, most likely early next week or something like that. Because I got to pay more attention to the stock for sure. There's a lot of stuff happening. I'm not bullish or bearish right now. I'm not going to buy or sell. I'm not going to do anything. And I recommend everyone, I personally think it's a good idea not to do anything on this stock right now. Unless you have a long time. If your time horizon is going to be like, to hold on to it for the end of the year, yeah, it's an amazing buying opportunity. If it goes down, just continue buying. It's an amazing buying opportunity if you're going to hold on to it for like probably to the end of October or more. Then yeah, I think it's a great buying opportunity. But if you're just trying to take advantage of short-term fluctuation, well, honestly, I might, even if the price stays flat, I might buy, because I might be interested in holding on to the stock for the end of October. We'll see. I don't think I'm not gonna do anything today. I'm just gonna wait. I'm not gonna force a trade. There's too much stuff happening right now in this stock. I'm not gonna force a trade. So I'll just keep you guys updated on the Discord possibly, and then I'm gonna give you guys another update on this stock on YouTube on the weekend. Yeah, guys. Just hopefully this video made sense. Hopefully you guys understand why I'm being so cautious right now with this stock. This is way too shallow. This wick down, way too shallow. We don't even have the body of the candle. And you guys know, I like to see the body of a candle mess with a resistance or a support line. We're not even there. Yeah. I'm gonna make another video soon, guys. I'll update you guys soon. Hope you guys have a great day or night. Enjoy your day, and remember there is some news happening right now. There's some important stuff happening in the news, so just keep an eye out for that. You guys probably already know what I'm talking about. I'll catch you guys soon. Take care.